What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at the big boy, the informed Luke Shaw. He is an 84 rated left back, and honestly he's not going to get into many people's teams, but he's a little bit of fun. He's a Man U player. I had to do him. He's 60k on the Xbox, 40 on the PlayStation, and obviously that is before we get any sort of foot champs rewards, any sort of kind of packs, lightning rounds. So he is more than likely gonna get down to the bare minimum, probably 20, I'd say 20 to 22k, more than likely. But in kind of like the overall for him, he's the first left back special card we have got at Manchester United. Obviously there is a one to watch Tellers, but unfortunately he has not really managed to kind of outbe Luke Shaw this year. I feel like bringing him into the squad, or at least into the club, it has made Luke Shaw perform, and normally that is what the case is. It's normally the kind of competition for your place. If you've got a striker there and he's scoring 15 goals, and then you bring in a new striker, you score more goals. You need to make sure that you're hitting that spot. So Luke Shaw definitely has been doing that, and has been playing pretty well recently. Obviously there's a bit of form throughout the entire team, so I'm quite happy with that, and Luke Shaw's in form. It's a nice start for him. I think a +3 upgrade from his 81 rare is quite nice, and more than likely it's going to be cheap, so we will pick one up and store it in the club anyway. He is a 3-star skill, a 2-star weak foot, left-footed, 5'11", with a medium work rate. He is relatively quick. Obviously chem style, everyone's looking at that shadow. Because he has the 83 base, it would go up to 93, and he does then get 92 defending from his base 84, and it does turn him into an 89 rated left back in game. Dribbling wise, agility balance is not necessarily the greatest stat in the world, but it's about a bang average really, and same for the reaction, ball control, dribbling and composure. 80s, 81 to 83s, it's not awful, but again it's not amazing, and I'm trying to judge him fairly because he is still only an 84 rated card. It would be stupid to try and compare him to a Kuna 88, to Roberto Carlos, because he's 84 rated. He's going to be a fun player, someone who you put in an objective team if you need English specials. Obviously he's going to be great fodder at some point if he drops. English left back Man U, it's bound to rise up in price once it's hit its absolute minimum. But obviously, in terms of stats, it's pretty average throughout. Let's jump into some gameplay and watch him through ball. So we do have Luke Shaw. Even in the first game, I was a bit unsure, and I hate doing defender reviews because you've got to basically either go forward with them yourself or hope that the guy is really good, and you have to defend consistently. And that doesn't even mean that he goes down the right hand side for him, meaning Luke Shaw gets absolutely nothing of it. But honestly, Luke Shaw's interceptions were quite nice. He does manage to keep up with players. Yes, if you're going against someone like an Mbappe and Neymar and they get the better of you, he's not really going to catch them. So cut your loss, change to the centre back, move forward with it. But in terms of pushing forward, he was actually really good, to be honest, managing to get a few balls in here, there and everywhere to my strike, cams, and really putting in a shift. Other than that for him, I feel like coin wise he's going to be relatively cheap, so if you are starting maybe a budget prem team, something with just a few coins, nothing too testing, he might be worth the pickup for you. They are relatively decent. Ferland Mendy comes to mind as a gold. I think he's coming in very cheap nowadays, and then I'm sure you can find specials that are relatively that same sort of rating. Don't understand how he didn't get a penalty for that. I completely went through the back of him in terms of pressing B, but I managed to get away with it, which I'm never going to complain about really. In terms of kind of like overlaps and stuff like that, he does it quite well. I did like feeding in Mane because I know he has got the pace. Obviously Luke Shaw has got a bit of pace, but nothing really too taxing that's going to be that you're going to be beating a Virgil, a Van Dijk every single time. But in terms of what he offers in defensively, definitely makes up for that. And I feel like a lot of kind of like the special right back, left backs are more geared towards a left wing back, a right wing back. And I don't know if that's just football overall as we're advancing, or it is the fact that FIFA are doing it and really trying to push the left wing, right wing back, because I've noticed that most of the kind of defenders are very much attacking orientated, high attacking work rate, medium, low defensive. Then you are looking at more of an attacking player, someone who's going to push the ball forward, just like how Lingard did, and also how Sterling did, managing to push it up further. And obviously being a defender, you've just got to watch that back behind you. But let's jump into the overall and see what happens. So if we are looking at the overall, as I said, 60 to 40, relatively nice, +4, 3, 5. and 3-4-4 on from left to right. Not bad upgrade, obviously a +3, you can never really complain about that. And normally the 80 to 81s do go up a few more, just because the likely chance of them going again and again is slim, and it definitely has happened, but they've always got to kind of cover their own back with them sort of things. So more than likely, if we do find that he's creeping up, I reckon a lot of people will pack him. It'll be put into the coders, this is how many is left, we need more and more, because they probably track all of this anyway. But in terms of kind of him as a person, very, very happy with him. Obviously, he's not had the most decorated FUT career of his life. Obviously, he's managed to get, I think, a set of footies. He's managed to get a team of the season silver. Other than that, he's lived pretty good, to be fair. Seeing as though he's got nothing to really kind of go with it, is a very, very nice card. And obviously an 84 version of him is even better compared to his normal. But I feel like I am going to be sticking to Ferland Mendy, if anything. He just seems the better card in my opinion. But hopefully you did enjoy the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you next.